quick, guys. So Wes and I, we've been like super busy for the last year, and it's been absolutely nuts with business and kids and school and life and stuff, and then other stuff, and then like things.
And a wedding,
Right?
Just totally left the damn wedding out because he didn't do anything to help.
Right. And the wedding to top it all off. Nah, life has been, it's been pretty crazy. All in all, we have, I think, really, we've been building our business part-time too, and it's been pretty badass. But something that we definitely want to do now that a lot of that stuff is kind of behind us is really kick off this next 90 days and help a ton of people and help you guys, the ones that are watching this. We really want to put our effort into helping you change your life and to help you change your business and all that we can do. And one of the best things that we feel like we can do that is to step out of the way and let other people do it. So we set aside, I think it's seven people, 7 dates on various Mondays from here to the Dallas event. Okay. So the whole purpose of that is our goal is to help 15 people, 15 of you guys hit an extra $1,000 a month, whether that's hitting director, whether it's, platinum, or a variation of the two. We want to help you hit an extra $1,000 a month. And we think that over this next 90 days, kicking it off with Julie Reynolds tonight. She's going to share some really awesome stuff. I think it's very fitting because I think she's talking about launching tonight and sharing some things about how she launched. And I've never actually met Julie before personally. I've heard all these good things from Wes because they spent a lot of time at the last event. But I just wanted to pop on and just kind of give you guys an idea of like where our head is going into this next 90 days, where our head is going into Dallas. And we just encourage you all to get to that event. You know what I mean? There's been times in our lives too where we had no idea how we were getting to the event or how we were getting home or the stuff that was going to go on while we were at the event, but we got there, and it will change your life forever. So Wes is going to introduce Julie real quick. And obviously, if you guys have any questions for tonight or anything like that can help you move forward, like don't hesitate to ask. Like this next 90 days, like there is no holds bar, no hold back. We've got 7 awesome leaders lined up for you guys and for us too. Shit, we're gonna be asking questions too. So I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, so I know a lot of you have been coming to both of us saying like, okay, I want to relaunch. What's the best way to do my relaunch? And I met Julie at the last event, and she told me how she got to D3 in 6 weeks. I was like, okay, you might know what you're doing. And so I figured that she would definitely be the best person for our first training that we have for you guys tonight, to talk about like really how to launch strong, and for a lot of you guys how to relaunch strong. I know that her and her team are absolutely crushing it right now. So since we're kind of in our relaunch as well, I'm definitely taking notes and excited to hear what you have to say.
Let's make sure she's unmuted. There we go.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can for sure.
Sorry, I've been playing with my light. Clearly, I was looking ghost-like. I didn't want you guys to not be able to see my face.
Wes has all the light we got, so it's cool. I look ghostly too.
I don't know why it's like it's not. These beauty lights aren't working so well. I don't know. It's all good. Thank you for the introduction, guys. I'm so excited to be here for you. I can tell you, like, wholeheartedly, what we have over here at Modere is so unique and so special, all right? And so what you need to do is to tell you a little bit of backstory about me. So I was with a different company before coming to Modere, and I left my team of almost 1,000 women to come here because of the systems that we have in place. All right. So I wanted to implement those systems with the company that I was previously at. I tried, it doesn't work. All right. Like, because it is so dialed in here at Modere, and because it's coming from corporate down, it really is like, it's a gold mine if you're working your business. And so I haven't seen any success. I haven't heard of any success of people having the amount of growth that's happening here. And it's just absolutely incredible. And so what the first thing, so a little bit about my backstory is I'm a counselor, licensed professional counselor by trade, turned network marketer. And what I have found is that what holds people back from really reaching their goals is their head, right? It's all about confidence. It's all about the belief in having the ability to be successful, wanting it. And so when I'm talking to you tonight about the launch, know that I'm going to put in some of that like therapy aspects of it, because it's really what holds, in my opinion, it's the number one thing that holds people back from reaching their goals. If you are confident, if you believe that you can do it, like, you will do it. This is not rocket science. You don't need to be a medical doctor to be successful over here, which is amazing. You just need to be persistent, and you need to get out of your own head. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you that you must 100% do is, I guess so many people are on mute, or I can't see your faces or whatever, but how many of you guys are doing live video? I see some live videos. How many of you, I guess, how many on your team do you think are doing live video? Wes?
I would say about half, because the people that I see on tonight, I know Tanya does. I know I've seen Stephanie do a lot of live videos. We're doing Mike's first video. I've seen Sunny do a lot of videos. Let's see, user, can't see the other names, but yeah, I would say, probably about half. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to tell you what happened when I did my live video. Okay. It's so scary. It's so raw, but when you be authentically you, and you are giving 100% of just who you are, like, you can't go and watch somebody else's live video and implement it, because that's not you. Right. But when you're doing it, the power of what you can reach is so big. Okay. So I did my launch video. I don't have 5,200 friends on Facebook or 6,000 friends on Facebook, but guess what? My live video now has 6,200 views on it. Like, you can't do that with a post. You can't get that type of reach if you're not doing live video. And I think one of the reasons my live video was so successful is, first of all, I was like trying to think, okay, what was it about my video that was so enticing for people? All right. The first thing, you have to be super excited. All right. Like, I truly believe that energy and your excitement, it's contagious, right? And so I think I 10 times my excitement factor. And even talking to you guys right now, like, I don't talk like, that's just not who I am. But when people are watching you, you have to be energetic. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me preach to you, right? Like, you have to 10 times your excitement. So go run around the block, do whatever it is to clear your head, get up the nerve to go live, because you have to 10 times it every single time you're on that camera, okay? And so that was huge for my business and launching my business, and really tapping into what they say over here about the curiosity. Like, I had people being like, what the hell is this? Will you please just tell me what you're doing? When you've got somebody saying, I want more, you've hit it. You've nailed it, okay? And so, one of the other things that I, recommend because I have a whole core live video and the confidence to do live video, cover up your phone. Cover up your phone. You don't need to see the comments. You don't need to see how many views you have. You don't need to see any of that, because it can totally hinder your performance, right? How many of you guys have done a live video and you've seen like 3 people pop on, and like your whole, just everything just goes like, oh, sharp. Nobody's watching me right now, right? Like, that's not what you want to happen. So cover it up. You don't need to see it. It's not going to help you. You can answer all of the questions. You can make up names. You can say, hey, Wes, thanks for coming on. Hey, Vera, thanks. And you have no idea if they're on. It doesn't matter. Cover it up. It doesn't help you. It only hurts you. Also, if you've made mistakes, apologize for them. Be genuine. Be authentically you and whoever that is. Like, who I am is so different than Wes's. Like, but we get along and we connect with each other, but we're so different. But her tribe attracts her, and my tribe attracts, and your tribe, Stephanie, is going to attract you, and Tanya, the same thing. And so it's really just, it's about getting excited. It's about getting uncomfortable, and it's about being who you are. Tanya, did you have a question? Okay. So if you've already done your launch video, if you've already done it, it's okay. Go redo it. I don't know if you've been here for 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, a year. Give an update. Like, I just did a relaunch video a few weeks ago saying, like, basically my title was, is the grass really greener, right? Change, no, I think I take that back. It was, change is hard. Is it worth it? Right? And so I went back, because the biggest thing with my launch video is I talked about change, how it's so hard and it's necessary. And so that's kind of how I segued into my launch. And so then I did a 6-month relaunch, and I just talked about, was the change worth it? And again, I 10 times my excitement. I covered it up. I, just like went all out. I was vulnerable. I was honest. I backdated about my previous story about leaving this amazing company. And like, I just had somebody that I was just talking to, and she's like, why in the world would you leave a 1,000-person team? And I was like, because what we have here is so special. It's so dialed in. And so again, it's just really like finding what about Modere is motivating to you, and leading with that when you do your launch video. Okay. And then what I started to do after I launched my video is I just started messaging people, and I started reconnecting. But here's the difference. I didn't reconnect and ask them to join my team. I didn't reconnect and ask them to buy my product. I literally just reconnected and said, hey, how are you? How are things going? I didn't mention anything. Sometimes they would be like, so I saw your video, like, tell me what's going on. And then I went in and I shared. But 90% of the time, if they didn't message me about what it was I was going through, I didn't say anything. I didn't want them to think I was talking to them to try to recruit them, to try to sell them. All right. And so I went through my entire friends list. I don't have my list of 100, but I have my Facebook friends list. And I went through that, and I just started reconnecting and refriending all of these people, and just being genuinely you. Like, how many of you guys have been spammed by somebody that just launched a new business, and they're like messaging you, and they're like, oh my God, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited. Like, make me vomit. Like, I post on my team, like, please do not do this. We don't do this over here, right? We are authentic. We are friends first. I think John says it best when he says, like, don't have money breath. Like, so after you launch your video, guys, just be a good friend. Like, and what happens is people start to become attracted to you because they don't think they're going to get sold by you. So that was something else I started to do, was just rebuilding the connections that I had. And then eventually people are going to ask you what you're up to. Like, you'll have the opportunity, but you don't want to lead with it. You don't want it to come off like it's about them, right? As a therapist, I listen to people all day long. People love to talk about themselves. Let's talk about themselves. And then they're going to eventually say, so what's going on, right? But after you've listened and listened and listened, like, that's key. That's key. And then you're going to listen for a pain point also. So like what I tell my team all the time, and what I tell the people that I'm coaching, like, you're going to hear, right? If they're going to say like, oh my God, life is so crazy. I don't have, time, whatever. Okay, I just heard a pain point, right? They're telling me they don't have time. Or, oh my God, summer's so expensive, camps for my kids, it's crazy. I just heard a pain point. Did you guys hear that pain point? And so you're listening, because that's what we do. We're listening, we're being a good friend. I understand, I felt the same way, blah, blah, blah. Keep listening, and then go in and try to solve their problem, right? There's been people that I've talked to and they'll tell me that they're really into traveling. Well, guess what? Modera's not their fit, but there are network marketing companies out there that have traveling, right? That's their passion. So don't just try to sell somebody, really be a good friend. So that's my second tip that I have for you guys. I also have, Wes, and I can send it over to you. It's in M Life Nation. I have a daily income worksheet that you guys can print out, and literally, like, there's nothing more I can do for you than give you that worksheet, because if you do that worksheet literally every single day and you're being you and you're not being spammy and you're not being salesy, you're going to have success. Like, on that worksheet, it talks about connecting with 5 new people. It talks about posting in 2 Facebook groups. It talks about reaching out to 5 customers. It talks, it literally is an income producing worksheet that if we all follow by October, when you guys go to convention, when we go to the Dallas, you're going to be further ahead than where you are. Like, the goal is D1, right? Like, you do that, you commit to truly 90 days or 120 days of working that worksheet every single day, no ifs, ands, or buts, you're going to see success. Like, there's no way that you can't. And if you're not, then you need to go to Wes and you need to be like, what am I doing wrong? And be coachable and figure out where you're going wrong, right? Like, what are you doing wrong? Are you being spammy without really knowing that you're being spammy, right? And then my other tip for you that I have, guys, and I'm talking quickly because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know that it's, late by you guys. It's earlier by me. Would love to see and implement. Yeah. Mike, I can definitely, I'll send it over for sure.
Yeah, we would love that. Thank you.
Here's my motto, and this is the motto that I have with my team. It's the motto that I have in life. It's no excuses, no regrets, right? Like, I lead my life with no regrets. I lead my life. Sorry, I thought my dog was trying to bust in here. You must know I'm on a Zoom, right? I lead my life with no regrets. And whether, I had somebody, long story, I had somebody join way above me that I had talked to for a really long time. And she joined way above me and ended up joining one of the leaders in the team. And I was so angry, right? Like, I had spent hours ATMing this woman, like answering every question in the book, and she went above me. I wished her well. Like, what am I going to do? I wished her well. I said, good luck. I wish you success over at Modera. I wanted to chew her out, like, spent hours with this woman, right? But I didn't want to have regrets. And had I had chewed her out, I would have had regrets because I would have known that I was wrong, right? If I'm not working this business to its fullest, if I'm not giving it 110% because I know what we have here is so special, I'm going to have regrets. And you want to lead your life, and you especially want to leave this business with no excuses, right? We all have excuses. I mean, you guys have a child sitting on your lap. We're all busy, but no excuses and no regrets. So if you guys can commit to 90 days of truly no excuses, no regrets, amazing things are going to be happening in your business. You launch, you do your income producing worksheets, you got 90 days of no excuses, no regrets, and see what happens. Because I guarantee you're going to have success. Like, it's impossible not to. And then my two other tips that I have for you really quickly is, if you have one person on your team you're a leader. If you have 2 people on your teams, you're definitely a leader. Like, it does not matter how big your team is, you're a leader. And you cannot ask your team to do something that you're not willing to do yourself. Okay? So you can't ask your team to be doing the income producing worksheet. You can't ask your team to be doing live video. You can't ask your team to ATM 5 people a day if you're not doing those things. All right? So the responsibility lies on you once you become a team leader. And team leader, I don't mean the title. I mean one person under you. And if you're doing all of the things that we talk about, like, you're going to have a team. There's no way that you're not going to have a team. Does that make sense, guys? The few faces that I can see, is that making sense to you guys? So you have to get out of, you've got to get out of your own head, okay? You have to, Emilio's saying, yes, it makes sense. What holds us back from reaching our potential is our head. It really is. It's all up here. Like, imagine that story that I told you about the girl who went and signed up under, I'm not going to mention names, but the top of the company. Like, she jumped like way above all of us over here, like above the people I ATM'd, okay? Like, that was a huge, like, oh, that sucks. Like, people, I had a choice. I could let it get me down, right? Or I had a choice to be like, you know what, this sucks. I'm not doing this anymore. That was BS. I can't believe she did that. Or I'm going to let it drive me forward. And so what I had to do is I had to put it aside. I had to get out of here, right? And I had to get out of my own head and just work my business, all right? You are going to hear no's. You're going to hear rejection. Like, hands down, guaranteed, you will hear rejection. Know that you're going to hear rejection. Get ready for it. It's going to happen. I have a shield that I use a lot of times when I'm coaching clients. Put your shield up, block the rejection, and don't let it interfere with your success. Because you know what? At the end of the day, that girl wasn't my tribe. She was not meant to be on my team. And to be honest, I don't want somebody like that on my team, right? And so you're going to get rejected. You're going to hear no's. And hold on one second, I'll show you it. I have it right here. It's my Captain America shield. And I hold it up, guys. Like, honestly, like, throw stuff at this and you can't get me. That's what, it's an actual shield. Yes, hold it up. I use it with my clients all the time. It works. It works. Hold it up. Don't know that you're going to hear the words no, and it's okay. Keep going. Keep doing your income producing worksheet. Keep doing your live videos. Keep being a good friend, okay? Just keep being you and being authentically you, and relaunch. And if you didn't have the launch that you wanted to start, that's okay. Relaunch again. And if you just relaunched a month ago, relaunch again. Because you know what happens? You're supposed to be making 5 new friends a day on Facebook. Guess what? 5 new friends a day haven't seen your launches, right? And so every day, if you're really doing those things, it doesn't matter when you launch, all right? It doesn't matter when you share those products. So those are my tips. That's really what drew me to hit D3. And you guys, I got to tell you, my team did not come over at all from my company. I think the company that I came from was a very loyal company. It was a great company. There was nothing wrong with it. So people weren't coming. It was me wanting to make a bit of a paycheck. So don't that I hit D3 in like the 6 weeks after my launch because I had brought over my team. That's not what happened. 99% of my team is still there. I'm trying to get them over here. I won't lie, but they haven't quite all come yet because it's not like I almost wish there were something that were wrong with my previous company. It wasn't. It was my paycheck. Like, the mission was great. The products were great. My upline was great. Like, there was nothing wrong. People weren't flocking with me. You know, I didn't carry over this big team. So if I can do it once, I can build it twice. And that's that's the reality, you know? And so what I did was just the same things I did the first time. And that's be excited about the opportunity that you guys have.
I love it. One thing I want to touch on, when someone else joined, or when that person that you spent a lot of time with joined somebody else, that's happened to us quite a few times as well. And yeah, it's all in your head. You can either sit there and be mad about it and just be like, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore. Or you can think about it like how we've always thought about it, like, we don't want those kind of people on our team anyways.
Right. That's usually the second thought after.
Well, after you get pissed off for a minute.
It ruined my day for, you know, a few hours. Like, I'm not going to lie.
That doesn't happen.
Right. You get
Wes
pissed off.
does kill people in her mind.
I do want to, like, whoop people's ass, yes. But after I figured out, I'm like, you know what? It was a blessing in disguise. Like, I don't want those type of people on my team anyways.
Yep.
So then it, like, I just move on.
Yeah. There's a book, when you mentioned, like, you wished her the best, you know, and I don't know if she's on here tonight, but we had one of the girls.
Oh, I thought you meant my girl. No, she went way above us.
We had, like, talked to this girl, and then she went and joined another company. And I told her, I was like, yo, wish her the best and, like, support her in that other company. And just, like, because when you're like, oh, like, screw her, she wouldn't join another company, like, the chances of her, like, messing up or something going wrong, because the leadership here is unreal.
Yeah.
And if she got a little taste of what the leadership was like, and then went and did something else, and then we make her feel bad for that, now she's gonna not only probably not have the success that she wants over there, but then she's not gonna come back, and then it may ruin her whole experience in the industry, and that's not what we're here for, you know. Yeah. So it can be
an authentic friend. I would have rather that girl gone to another company. You know, like, I understand that Modera is not for everybody, right. You know, but at the end of the day, you want no regrets, right? Yeah. So if you go and choose somebody out because they chose to join another company, or they chose it, I mean, literally, it's happened to me 3 times in the last 3 months that, like, people have gone to other leaders. That's fine. I wish them well. In my head, oh, yeah, you don't want to know what my husband did. But at the end of the day, I don't want to have regrets. And that's how you have to lead your business.
And you don't want that negative energy either. Yeah. So you wasting your energy on negativity, it's not even worth it.
There's a couple things I want to touch on. And I don't want to take too much time either from you guys, because I know we wanted to cap it at 8:30. But if you have questions, are you cool with staying in extra, like, maybe 5-6 minutes for a few questions, if anyone has any? All right, perfect. A couple of things I wanted to touch on. When you said, you got to figure out what you're doing wrong. Like, you can't figure out what you're doing wrong if you're not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what you're doing wrong, right?
Right. Yeah, so I mean, I want you to know, like, hey, if you, like, we're here to help you figure out if you're doing something wrong, but if you're not doing anything, then it's tough to, like, figure out what you're doing wrong. Then you already have your answer. I love when you said, you got to get out of your own head. When this has come up a few times, and I don't know if you agree with this or not. Let me know if you do. But, like, when you are in your own head and you're in your own head, like, go get in somebody else's head that, like, has the results that you want. Is that a puppy or a person?
I think it might be a daughter, because they can shut the door too. I don't know my dog can do that yet. Oh, here's a dog. Wait, and a daughter. Oh, the whole family.
Does she have a hat on? Because it looks like a koala bear.
5 more minutes.
Is your daughter a koala?
Oh, no, she's got on her a sleep mask that on the top of her head. They just went to Justice today.
Don't let her see that. She tries to do everything that, like, older kids do. So
hopefully she didn't see it.
I know, right? She ran out of here. But when you're in your own head, instead of, like, trying to, like, figure it out on your own, like, go find someone, go to the group, find somebody that, you know, has some better results that you have, and go get in their head and like see what's going through their mind. Because like when you're in your own head, it's tough to get out of your own head. It is.
Not a good place.
It's not. You know, I heard Eric Thomas say this morning, he was like, a lot of people are so focused on haters and like coworkers or family members that may be hating on you, or neighbors or whatever. He's like, but the biggest hater of all is yourself, because we talk to ourselves like we're one of our haters. And if we just stop talking about ourselves, because most of us talk about ourselves worse than any of our haters would actually talk about us.
That's what I've always, is you are your worst bully. Like, you would never allow somebody to talk to you the way that you talk to yourself. And if that's the case, like, you got to fix it. You got to fix it.
Immediately.
One last thing that I wanted to say, I just thought about when you said, if you have one person under you, your leader. I had this conversation with somebody earlier today, and they've made up to like $400 a month. And they were like, I need to get success because I don't have any success. And I'm like, that is success. Because somebody that hasn't made any money working from home, not even having to go somewhere to get a part-time job, they can make an extra $100. That's a win. Like, that is success. And if you made $50 and you can show someone else how to make that $50, you are successful, and you can show other people how to be successful. So yeah, like, don't think small because I have like one person or one customer or whatever, because if you can help those people get one more person like you did, or one more customer, like, that's how you build.
Yeah, that's how it stacks on top of each other. And all of a sudden, if you've made $100 and you go find all the people that want to make $100 that haven't, you help those people. Now you've made 2, then you're going to make 3. And then now it expands your audience of people that you can help, you know? So just think about that in that way, because you can definitely stack your wins and stack your success.
Yeah.
It's all how you look at it. You can say, I have just one customer, or, oh my God, I got a customer, right? It sounds so much better the second way that you say it, right? Like, I have girls on my team saying, I'm going to try to get bronze. No, we're not trying over here. I'm going to get bronze, right? Like, it's the way that you frame it. And there's somebody else that's behind you that's wishing they had one customer. So celebrate what you do have, and not compare-itis with because what you're really doing is you're saying, I only have one customer, meaning I'm looking at somebody else who's got 11,000 in their customer pod, right?
Yeah.
No. I mean, you've got one customer. That's more than you had yesterday, or maybe more than you had last month. That's growth.
Yes.
Right.
Progress and growth. 100%. 100%. Yo, so
does anyone have any quick questions?
And before any questions, definitely thank you for taking your time out, because we really appreciate it, and we really appreciate you coming in, popping in, and helping us.
Of course, I'm just looking through the questions and making sure I'm not missing anybody. I would love to see an implement. Yes, I will get. I guess I'm in your chat right now, so. Tonight, when my children are fed, because I'm in Denver, so it's 2 hours earlier, and my husband's at a golf outing, so he's not taking care of the kids, so I've bribed with television. So when they're situated and settled, I will send over the income producing worksheet. It is an MLifetion. I think it's under the units tab. Nadia put it there. So if you're itching to get it right now, it is there. But I will definitely put it in the chat as well with you guys.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. This was awesome. And I'm definitely looking forward to the income sheet, because I think that's something we can all definitely commit to doing until Dallas, and see us all walk across the stage.
For sure.
That's right. So what you need to do right now is you guys all need to like screenshot where you end the month of July, and give yourselves 90 days of no excuses, no regrets, doing this daily income worksheet and comparing where you are come October.
Yep.
Awesome.
I can dig it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And I guarantee you will be ahead. Guaranteed.
Who's down with that? All right, guys. We're gonna let you guys go. Put it in your calendar. Mark it August 13th. We'll have the next guest on, and we'll pop on at 8 o'clock. And definitely make sure you reach out to Julie. Shoot her a friend request. Shoot her a GIF hug or something. Let her know that you appreciate her taking time away from her family and coming in and sharing what's worked for her. So we really appreciate you too, Julie.
We do.
And,
Thank you. Anytime. I hope it was helpful, guys. Good luck. We'll see you in Dallas.
See you. All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.